Rolling These 20's presents Philly by Night. Starring Liz as La Sombra Dr. Aretza Ser, Ivy as Bruja Serenity Sanchez, Fair as Samdi Couture, Lonzo Gonzo as Ravnos Oscar de Leon Ponce, Mikey Mike as Caitiff Baron Delroy Lindo, and our weaver of disquietude and terror, Prince. While a challenger to the serenity of South Philly poses an immediate threat, the Sabbat and Camarilla are brewing trouble all around the city. Will our coterie have time to deal with perils at home before taking on the greater enemy? In Chapter 32, On My Block.
We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade, Philly by Night, a Rolling These 20's, John. I'm your storyteller, the Prince, along with my wonderful coterie here, who will allow to introduce themselves in just a moment. Oh, wow. Of course, the pictures are out of order, but anyway, my pronouns are he, him, and I'll fix that as we go. In the meantime, let's let everybody introduce themselves, and we will start with Mikey Mike.
Hello, I'm Mikey Mike, he, him. I'm playing Delroy Lindo, the Caitiff Spadega co-owner from South Philly. And he also uses he, him. And I'm looking forward to making a bunch of great decisions and saving our city in it'll probably take 20 minutes tops probably to do that.
Yep, that's it. It'll be great.
That's how it's going to work, I'm sure. Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. Pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Couture Baptiste, the coterie's sugar mama, I guess. Pronouns also she, her.
And last but certainly not least, Liz.
Hello, I am playing Dr. Aretza Ser, Ari, the La Sombra. Both of us are she, her. And honestly, we're the troublemaker. How would this take?
I mean, that's true. But let's jump into the recap. So who wants to tell the fine folks out here what happened last week?
Listen.
Liz, of course,
Oh,
it's you.
Oh, I thought she was
Sorry,
I thought she was making that look because we were making her do it again.
No, I
Again.
was fighting with my experience. It won't take for some reason. It keeps saying I'm at 100.
Don't worry about it right now. How much you're supposed to have.
So what did we do last week? Ari plotted against everybody, and no. Last week left off. We just got Katura back because she had a conversation with some of her people, unknown to the party and unknown to Katura, honestly. She got a sneaky directive to kill a friend of ours and a friend of hers at the first available opportunity. She doesn't know that. We don't know that, but it is something that happened. What else? We argued a little bit. We talked to a gangrel to see if we can't find some of these pockets of Sabbat and burn them out, quite literally. That's what we're hoping to do. It's kind of a futile effort, but hey, if we can take some of them down, it might raise morale for us at least. Maybe. We found out that there was a block party going on, the block over, that Delroy didn't know about, which speaks so highly to him being the Baron of South Philly and not knowing there's a block party going on.
Is that canon? I didn't know that was canon.
2 blocks away. What else? Mel, our one big connection to the Thin Bloods, they all come to Delroy for blood, but Mel is kind of their leader, loose air quotes, came over and told us, hey, we got some new alchemy and we're able to basically give it to people, which is awesome. Also terrifying because about half of the Thin Bloods are selling it to the highest bidder. Problems. There is one guy running around kind of, he doesn't want to be Baron, but he's basically calling himself that until he can get Jackson to give him a spot in the Camarilla. There was a confrontation between this guy whose name I can't remember and
Devin
Delroy.
Boyce.
Devin, that's right, Devin Boyce. Conversation between them. It was a dick wagging contest.
Well,
It was. I adore you, but it was.
Katura and Ari kind of watched from the sidelines while it happened, just talking shit the whole time.
Yes.
Really were.
It was definitely a standoff. Delroy came out on top barely. But he did. I will give him that.
With some help.
With some help, but I will give him that.
Ari did her freaky eye thing, which is dope.
Technically, that was after. He did do it on his own.
True.
We did come out.
Delroy handled it like a BOSS boss.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Sure.
It was a shining moment. It was a rare moment.
Revisionist history. Cool.
It's in my notes. Delroy is a boss.
Yeah, so the block party went on. Katura and Ari had a conversation because Ari is one, trying to confirm that she's not the only one seeing Delroy fuck it up, and two, just kind of starting to put feelers out like, look, if this goes sideways, you know what we got to do, right? So that was a conversation that was had. And the group kind of as a whole decided, look, we need to go ahead and either price out this Devin guy so that he can stop giving the new Thin Blood alchemy to Jackson, our enemy, who we have apparently insulted because we didn't take his deal, or just quite literally chop him off at the knees and turn him into a mermaid. Because
I thought we decided we were going to do both.
I mean, we might do both.
I think
both. Yeah, both. Because Ari has learned some things that she probably shouldn't know, and yeah, I think that was it. I don't remember anything happening after.
I think we also learned that the Thin Bloods are under Devin are using humans, like those are the vessels, right?
Mm-hmm.
For their alchemy shit. And also that they're trying to play both sides. And so they're like in the thick of it in that way.
Y'all forgot the most important thing.
Oh, and the Sabbat are doing like mass embraces or something like that. Like they're doing like
that's not the most important thing.
Sorry, my bag.
Y'all are tripping.
Bag?
No, the most important thing is that Katura played wingman for Ed. It got him in. Okay,
yes,
thank you.
That's true.
That's right.
You're welcome, Ed.
Ed got, Ed was getting it in, and had that that convertible sort of show up and just put him over the top. Like,
yep.
He was doing all right.
That's the most important thing that happened all session.
And the convertible showed up, and it was like, all right, this is the game winner right here. This is Steph Curry from the half court line right here to seal the game.
But no, the Sabbat are doing mass embraces, and it's really fucking bad, y'all.
Yeah. Over on the University City side of the city, apparently there's been some mass embraces that have happened, and those who survive have come up out of literal graves that they've been dug out and are just going bucket wild. Before we keep going, I don't mean to forget this, but if someone in one of our minds in the chat could put up our content warning, Vampire the Masquerade does have some stuff in it, and our particular chronicle does contain several things: body horror, references to COVID-19, gang wars, violence, body horror on the flesh shaping thing when Ari's talking about turning someone into a mermaid. That's literal sense.
Yeah.
There's gaslighting, mind control, loss of player agency, and several other terrible things that vampires can do to each other. So keep yourself safe. All of our stuff will be up on YouTube, so you can fast forward through things, or if you need to take a break, that's all good too. But just letting you know before we continue on, because shit gets deep.
Y'all, I forgot dice.
Yep, that's accurate.
So we are going to start this from the next day. After this whole block party, y'all have had a chance to sit and think about what this means for the future of the city. As previous sessions have had South Philly being fairly quiet, and that certainly does not seem to be the case anymore. There seems to be somebody new making a bit of a power play, and has a bit of a gang, or a mob, as they call themselves, the mob of boy missing, have shown up and basically tell Delroy, this is our spot now, whether you like it or not. For Ari, I assume you haven't gone back home yet.
I have not. There's usually flesh monsters at my house, and I don't like it.
Yes, and as it stands, the Delroy's places are warded against a lot of the awful things that maybe would have come at Ari in other situations. So Ari has been sleeping as peacefully as Ari has slept in recent times. That doesn't necessarily mean things are good. It just means that Ari has slept somewhere protected. And Katura has it fairly good, all things considered, right now. Outside of a errant message from someone claiming to be her sire, things ain't too shabby.
Katura wakes up in silk sheets every night, puts on that classic night, like Hollywood robe with the feather sleeves and shit.
The husband
And just
murderer one.
Yeah, the husband murder robe, and just lounges around her penthouse until she's needed for something. Unbothered.
Katura literally has the penthouse suite above the owner of the hotel in the same hotel.
That's gonna have to deal with that too.
Yeah, that's another thing you'll have to deal with. But as you all are waking up, there are other things going on in the city. Jackson has officially declared praxis. You haven't heard it yet, but you know what that means. Praxis means he's declared himself the prince, and there's going to be an official vote coming soon, which means that Jackson feels confident enough that he has the support to take the seat from Annabelle, who currently holds it. Whether that actually happens or not, y'all might not know. But when you wake up, at each of the places you're all staying, you all find a note inviting you to Elysium in 3 days.
For fuck's sake.
Is this from Prince Jackson, or who is it from?
From your best friend, Jason Newberry.
Hell to the nah. Hell to the no. I am not showing up for that. Hell no.
At a neutral ground, as each prince has declared, each person claiming the prince has declared their own Elysiums, but they have moved the Elysium, and Jason is basically just the messenger boy here. Mm-hmm. He intentionally, from the sounds of it, did not come himself, but it has him as the keeper of Elysium now. Does not mention that he's a primogen. It says Jason Newberry, keeper of Elysium.
I guess we get a hold of Katura and we're like, I guess I can't, but I probably poke Delroy until he does.
Katura has already as when you poke Delroy, Katura's like the phone rings and Katura's like, did y'all get this bullshit invitation?
Yes. Static. Yes.
God.
I mean, we have to go, right? We have to go.
Does it say mandatory on the invitation?
That is a trap. That is a trap if there ever was a trap.
Now, y'all know the rules of Elysium, and technically, the only people that y'all know have broken the rules of Elysium so far have been y'all. So,
well, not us. It was the werewolves who did it. The werewolves broke the.
Wow.
That's technically. That'll hold up. That holds up in vampire court, right?
As far as y'all have seen, no one else has broken rules of Elysium.
See, but I also don't know where Tomas is, and he's the one who said to set the vampires on Elysium, so my brain is immediately going, that's a trap. That's a goddamn mess.
Well, at least we have a couple of nights to think it over. I mean, there's so much shit going on right now.
Have some time.
So the invitation just says you've been invited to Elysium in 3 days by the owner, Jason Newberry, or
no,
what does it say exactly?
For practice to choose the new prince.
Okay.
Philadelphia.
I mean, voting is important.
Or the location. Where is it?
Oh, the new Elysium?
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia City Hall.
Oh, classy. Is it classy?
I mean, it's
really.
where
but it
government
is incredibly
is, so
public.
Never.
Mm-hmm. Delroy wants to read the paper, like go through the newspaper and like look for things that would stick out, notable things pertaining to might be connected to Sabat, Camarilla, anything that we've been up to for the last week or two, to see what's getting out there. In any way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. The big thing you notice is that there have been near the University City, they have had a rash of students on what they think is bath salts. That's what they're claiming, bath salts. As several students have gone on rampages and have had to be shot and or killed due to uncontrollable violent rages in which they are literally scratching, clawing, beating people to death, and attempting to eat them.
How many, approximately?
The ones they've been able to catch are 5 of them. But there's been stories of this going around for the past couple of weeks, and at least 30 students are missing. Students and faculty. Let me add that.
When did it start?
Well, y'all have been hearing about this for at least a few weeks, at least 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, I guess I'll just be reading aloud to Ari while we're waiting for Katora to show up. Just reading the paper aloud and telling her all this stuff in the paper.
Do we need to rouse check?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, you absolutely need to do rouse check.
Do we have homework?
Ay, son of a...
Hey, I'm still only at 2.
Ari passes. Delroy does not. Delroy got the hunger. Delroy.
I also didn't pass.
Oh, excellent. Delroy. Devin kid. Get him. End him. End these thin bloods who turned their backs on you. Drain them
Yes,
all.
I could just fucking eat him. I could just
All
eat
of
him.
them. Drain all of them. Take the powers. Learn this alchemy.
I could just eat him. Maybe you could hear him, Delroy, saying that a little bit, getting a little haunch in his shoulders. That, what was the name of that Nosferatu I ate? Coming through a little bit. Just like, I could eat him. I could eat him. No. And I'm gonna reach for a blood bag. Can I just grab blood bags? Are we doing okay with that?
You are starting to run a little low.
Mm-hmm.
But you can grab enough to fulfill your needs.
I could just eat him, but no.
Couple of blood bags will do you.
Doc, you want a bag or two?
I'm surprisingly okay. Thank you, though. And honestly, I could go for a walk and get something to eat myself.
Sure.
So, more for me. So you said 1 or 2? I can eat 2?
You can have 2. When you look at your stocks, you see you only have about 8 bags left. And
I'll eat 1. I'll eat 1. So now I have 9 bags.
To add, okay, so you have 9 bags. You still have orders that you have to fulfill as well.
All right.
Katura. It's a beautiful day for a snack.
It's always a beautiful day.
You can't keep perfect skin if you don't eat.
So true.
Like, how are you going to be the face of Spadega and Spalala if you look hungry all the time? What, you're just going to have Ari be on camera with you to make things weird? No.
No, absolutely not.
You could be the Baron of South Philly.
Oh God, I should be the Baron. She has her own like private stock of blood, and she's gonna like take down 2 bags.
Cool. So
in her robe. She's still wearing it.
the widow robe.
The widow robe, yes.
All right. Well, how long does it take Katura to get ready to go and meet Delroy and Ari?
Well, she has to eat, and then she has to check her messages, get ready, get dressed. It's probably like an hour and a half if she's rushing.
Jeez. All right.
Listen, this is important. This is important, but at the same time, she's like, "This is some nonsense." Like,
that's accurate, Nas. That sounds about right.
So, Delroy, Ari, you have this message. Delroy, you've seen the news, saying there have been several attacks. Devin is doing things just down the street from you, essentially. All right, there are some Sabat after you. What's the move? I can give you stuff to do if you want stuff to do. I'm giving y'all a chance to make moves before I give you stuff to do.
Go ahead, you go, Liz.
I think honestly, Ari's starting to feel guilty, kind of hiding out here. So she's probably like starting to go through like, okay, I've been here for probably about a week at this point. Like, if they are determined to get through these wards, I'm sure they will find a way past them, or wait till I go outside, because I refuse to be stuck in this damn building for the rest of eternity. So she's probably going to she's going to wait for Katura, but I think she's starting to like plan, okay, the next couple things to do. I have a things for later that I might want to do, depending on where everybody's at.
So I suspect y'all sort of chill, have a chat. Maybe Delroy looks at trying to refill stocks, talks to Ed, you talk to Sarah.
Does anyone who I know to be in Devin's crew come through to buy anything?
None.
Or they're getting their shit somewhere else?
Absolutely none. None come through. And that is relatively new.
Mm. Do you want to send Sarah to your place?
No, because Ari knows herself well enough to know that she will be reckless if Sarah gets got. And so she's like, no, I know you're itching for a fight. Stay by me.
I mean, I'm telling you, Doc, I think that the stuff in the paper is definitely these mass embraces we learned about yesterday.
Of course it
But
is.
I feel like we got to take care of Devin now. How can we take on the city if we can't clean up our own backyard?
I mean, who cares about our backyard if the city is going up in smoke?
I mean, if we save the city and have nothing to come back to, then what?
I mean, rebuilding. It's a lot easier to rebuild a neighborhood than it is a city. Then again, you know what? The whole city could burn at this point.
You're
Anyway.
What? No, say it.
Feeling like a change of scenery might not be the end of the world.
I don't think our troubles are that bad.
You also
yet.
aren't being actively hunted.
Not my first time. I don't think it was that long ago. There was a blood hunt on my head.
It was on all of us. You're not alone in that one.
Right. I think we're well practiced at it. That's what I mean.
You know, death wouldn't be bad is the problem because, again, well, you saw what Big Al looked like when we pulled him out in my old apartment. That's what's waiting for me. I at this point, death.
Where would you go? Well, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't even know.
Oh, I'm not leaving yet. I'm just saying. A change of scenery to regroup and rearm would not necessarily be out of line.
I guess it worked for shark bait. Anyway, king me.
Stupid fucking game.
And Katura shows up almost 2 hours later.
I'm busy. Okay, I have my own things to do.
Katura did not have anything to do tonight.
They don't know that.
Out of character.
Hey, doing nothing is something that I wanted to do. I had something to do was nothing.
Yeah. Self-care. I needed 20 minutes by my goddamn self to sit on the edge of my bed and dissociate. God damn it.
Yeah. I needed to not have to deal with all of that for just like an hour. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So Katura, you show up. And right as you're walking in, Katura, you see a fancy car show up. It looks like Lamborghini. This ain't a hood that Lamborghinis show up on. The streets are too fucked. But
yeah,
it's a Lamborghini. And it parks right across the street from the bodega, which would not happen in reality because, you know, there's no parking in South Philly, but we're just going to let this slide. And out steps Portia. And she is wearing a yellow sundress with flowers on it and a pair of sunglasses on her head, kind of like with her hair back. And she looks at you as you're walking in. She's like, "Are you here to see Delroy? Are you just coincidentally following me?" She winks at
I
you.
got here first. I think you're following me.
I have business here, but we can have business together.
Oh my god, I'm freaking out. I don't know how to flirt.
Are Delroy and Ari just sitting on like milk crates across the street watching this?
Essentially, yes.
Good, good.
Tura's like, we can discuss business later if you'd like.
Y'all can feel Portia here. You like the feel of that all sort of pulses against your senses. It doesn't seem like she's trying to use it against you all. She's not like pushing it all the way out there, but people notice her. And she gets attention, cat calls and all. And she just keeps walking, and she walks over to y'all and she's like, "Delroy, Dr. Sarah."
Yeah, what do we oh, the pleasure.
Oh, I'm just doing some check-ins. I'm sure you've heard that there is going to be an Elysium to choose a new prince.
Yeah, we got the invitations this morning.
I do hope you all will come. Elysium is not just for the Camarilla.
I don't think any of us thought that.
Well, I just
It's
wanna
neutral
make
ground.
sure, so there's no confusion.
I would assume that we wouldn't have gotten invited if we weren't allowed to be there.
Absolutely. But I know things are complicated. I know what happened with you all in Jackson and the blood hunt from Annabelle might have made you a little reticent. Also, the whole thing about werewolves, but promise you that this Elysium will be a lot safer than the last one.
And
Katura
safer
looks
for
to the
us.
Katura looks to the others like, I don't know.
It's a very weird thing to say. Very weird thing to say.
Is it? You would think of any kindred around here that you understand the value of safety, Delroy.
Sure, I'm also valuing my own safety and weighing that. And also, the city is in trouble. Voting for who gets to put a crown on their head seems, pales in comparison to the troubles in the city right now.
Is that what you really think? Or are you really ignoring kindred politics?
It's what I really think. Getting to ignore a bunch of power-hungry kindred is just a plus.
And she pats you on your head very condescendingly, Delroy.
Oh, I don't like that.
Of course.
Does the all make me like it? Don't tell me the all makes me like it.
No.
I really think she does that, and like all three of us being black, we're like,
Oh yeah, this is supposed to be as
"Nah."
absolutely insulting as it can be.
Katura suddenly dry as a desert. Not a good
Wow. I don't think outside is the best place to have these conversations. Should we go in?
Yeah, I guess to the office. We have a little bit of time.
Oh, you're off to go somewhere tonight. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. No, I meant to say you have a little bit of our time. Come on.
She smiles incredibly wide at that. And she goes upstairs. And she said, all right, I'm not going to waste a bunch of your time. But it will matter who you all choose to support. I'm here to ensure that support is for Annabelle. And I'm willing to sweeten the pot to make sure that that is the case.
Sweeten in what way?
What would you like?
Look to the group. Katura doesn't want anything from Annabelle.
You don't have to take it from Annabelle. You can have stuff from me.
I'm sorry, sir, your face.
I know. I can't control it. I'm just like, oh.
Ah.
I'm gonna go hide. Don't perceive me.
Nobody look.
Don't look at me.
I'd be happy to help you advertise.
Stop talking to me.
All right, hold on.
That's me out of character. Stop talking to me.
Out of game, because I'm trying to remember.
Yes.
Annabelle wanted us dead because assumptions on the werewolf, or we pissed her off specifically?
Annabelle wanted y'all dead because of your masquerade breaches, and y'all
Masquerade
were
breach, that's right.
liability.
Okay,
essentially.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to remember who wants us dead for which reasons.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we've done a lot of things.
She wanted y'all gone because y'all were essentially a liability to the Camarilla, right. And to vampire kind in Philly. So she was like, y'all got to go.
And then Jackson,
I think we got away with the werewolf thing.
Away is
okay.
Loose.
As far as you can tell, no one knows that y'all were behind it.
As far as we can tell, nobody has been like, you motherfuckers. Jackson definitely alluded to it. Jackson has not said he wanted us dead, and he's not the type to necessarily have us killed. And we have a boon with him, correct?
You do still have a boon with him.
Okay. But we also turned him down, and he's like, well, you're dumb as shit.
Yes.
Okay. I see. However, Annabelle also just basically wants Philly to burn so she can piss on its ashes and then move on.
Correct.
Jackson wants to crush everything beneath his boot.
Jackson is a venture and he wants to be in charge of everything.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I had...
Jackson wants to submit his legacy from what you understood. Which he told you as much.
Yeah. And then the Sabbat are over here like, fuck yeah, I'm in charge. Vampires rock. We should be in charge of the universe.
Where are their political ads? What's their platforms? Where are their websites? I need to see all these things. Don't ask me to just vote blindly. What are you about?
So I just wanted to make sure I knew where everybody was, because I'm like, all right, which one is less likely to kill us?
I mean, Annabelle told you what she was about.
Right.
Jackson told you what he was about too. He wants to build this as basically his seat of power and cement his legacy, as he was the one who brought the La Sombra into the Camarilla, and he wants to say, hey, I moved to another city and built this city up to be one of the most powerful places in all of the Kindred world.
Right. So of the two, for people who want to remain independent, Annabelle seems like almost the better choice, just because she almost has less skin in the game. She doesn't want anything in particular except for chaos, from the way she kind of put it. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that just so I can remember the conversation, see if I'm crazy. But
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure.
Annabelle says she doesn't want a bunch of these men in power, and she will burn them out to get rid of all of them, and will continue doing that until every one of them who's kept this old power are gone.
I remember Ari and Katura being like, I mean,
that ain't
she
bad.
ain't wrong.
Right. Ari and Katura were definitely like, I can kind of almost support that.
Yeah. Bitch, I don't like you, but I agree with you.
That's straight fire right there. Like,
yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. All right, back in game. Let's go.
Okay.
she's Katura, you're being offered sexual favors.
Not sexual favors.
No.
She offered to advertise. That could be inferred by her body language and the way she's talking to Katura. But that is not necessarily what
help
she
with
said.
advertise, and Katura's just like, well, I'm not God, what is I am at a loss for words right now. I was like, well, I don't lack for any models. Exactly how would you help me?
Babe, I'm a Toreador. And then
I get that, but
she does use awe.
No.
And thus, I will need you all to
Stop bullying me. Stop bullying.
This is not just for you. This is for everyone here. Because she wants to show you what awe does. And I need y'all to make a composure and intelligence.
All right. I stand a chance.
And let's see. I want to make sure.
Do I get a +1 for my unswayable mind for this?
I believe so. What does unswayable mind say again?
The user adds their dots and fortitude as extra dice in any roll made to resist coercion, intimidation, seduction, or any other attempt to sway the user's mind against their will.
Yep.
How many additional dice do I get if I rouse?
2 to your that would be composure.
I should put more in fortitude.
Nope,
anyway.
I'm gonna go ahead and rouse.
Intelligence. Wait, well, whatever one you want to use.
So we get 2 more dots in that thing if we rouse the blood.
Yes. So you roll
Dope.
+2.
And tell me again, it's composure and what?
And intelligence.
I get a little hungrier, but I get 2 more dots.
Yeah, I got hungrier, but I got 2 more. And then I'm also going to expend willpower because I refuse.
Oh, I got to reset my willpower. Okay.
I got 3 10s. What does that do?
Oof.
That is holy shit. I'll just take half. Y'all need to beat. I'll just tell you what you need to beat because that will just make this easier. Y'all need to beat a 6.
Fish.
God damn it.
Okay, I got a messy crit. 7 messy crit.
Excellent. Don't worry, you shake this off. You are not charmed by this. You know what this is. You've had this happen to you. You remember it happening from Annabelle. Annabelle did this to you, and you're like, I'm not falling for this shit again. And you see your coterie mates, Katura, Ari, both kind of like just stare, almost like drooling. Like, I will basically do whatever she tells me, essentially. And you, being in a mood, you just reach over and slap both of them. Like, get your shit together.
Can I slap him back?
No, you're still kind of under the spell, but it sort of shakes. And it's not a painful smack. It's just like, what are you doing? You can't let this woman just walk up in here. She might be a Karen or a Becky. Like, you can't just let that shit happen. And she, after that, she sort of giggles and drops awe. That's what I meant by I'm a Toreador. You're telling me that wouldn't be useful to you? Really?
I mean, it would be. Never said it wouldn't be. God, I fucking hate this.
Listen, don't come in here doing shit like that. Portia, please.
Apologize, Baron.
So you want our support for
Annabelle.
in exchange for manipulating people to do what?
Well, that was for Katura. What would you like, Baron Delroy? I hear you've been having some problems.
Right now, the whole city has problems. Sabater here, and that needs to be dealt with. Other than that, I want what I've always wanted, to be left alone, which I know is not possible. I can already see my coterie mate's eyes burning in a hole in my skull. But that's it.
Well, assuming that you won't be left alone, because you won't, how can I help you to maybe close the gap between, being a baron and being a hermit?
I don't even know if there is a way. What say you guys?
Are we still googly-eyed?
She drops it. She drops it
Okay.
after Delroy slaps you. Y'all do feel some kind of way about Delroy slapping y'all, though.
Yeah, that's why I asked if I could slap him back.
You might want to now.
You could now if you wanted to.
After she drops the you might want to now. But
United front.
Yeah, united front.
We
until she
slap her when
leaves.
she's gone.
Yeah.
We stake him when she's gone and just put him in the freezer downstairs.
It's very hard for me to think of anything because I never think to want to ask Annabelle for anything. So why don't you just tell us what she's offering and we can make our decision from there. And you're saying she's offering us whatever we want.
This offer's from me. That's why I'm here.
What is the over under on this vote right now that you are coming to us to solidify your position?
You would know if you would have perhaps taken an offer. It would have been very easy to get you over to our side.
That's not an answer to the question.
Let me put it like this. I don't think you're stupid, and I'm here. So what do you think?
Not great, probably.
Considering that we're probably the last people that Annabelle would ask for help, I would assume she's not doing so well in the
I wouldn't
voting.
say that she isn't doing well, but 50-50 aren't odds that we like around here, so we'll take any support we can get. And I didn't come to you with violence. I simply asked. I'm offering a favor for you to do us one. Dr. Sir, what favor would you like? Would you like perhaps a more secure haven?
You're the second person to offer me that.
As it happens, you have some eyes on you.
I'm curious to know if it's more than the ones I already know about.
I don't know which ones you know about.
I have some eyes on me, and there's more to that sentence.
You should really avoid Samisi.
I've been doing my best at it.
Your best isn't good enough.
I'm learning that more and more.
You could use my help, maybe more than any other member of your coterie.
You know,
Also,
if
I hear that Miss Van Buren really would like to bury the hatchet and be friends if possible. Apparently, you Lasombra are supposed to stick together or something like that. Now that you're
Sure.
not part of this
Okay,
fight.
now I know who you're talking about. Huh. That'd be interesting. You know, if I had to choose, I'm really torn because if I'm going to vote, one of these people tried to kill me. That's the one that you're asking me to help right now. And so you can see my hesitation. Now, granted, you actually come with an offer over just a vote. Jackson, however, had his offer and we turned him down on it. So it would logically make more sense.
You have choices. I could walk away from here and you all could say no and tell me to go fuck myself. And I would. She winks. But what do you gain out of that?
And that's kind of where my brain is too. So ask a continuation then. Come back tomorrow, see if we make it through the night, because honestly, I have a feeling something stupid's going to happen in the next 12 hours. And we'll give you an answer either way.
Seems likely if you keep messing with those thin bloods.
Does that sound reasonable?
Absolutely. I expect that you'll have a decision made by tomorrow. Think about what I could offer.
Sounds good.
And she turns around. The dress sort of flares. And as she's walking out, Katura, she just kind of slides her hand out to you, and there's a card.
Mhm.
Do you take it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Stop tormenting me.
and it has an address on it, and it looks like a little lipstick kiss on it. And it says 2 a.m.
This is how I die, y'all, by being real gay.
Pretty girls. Every time.
Every time.
Every time. All right.
And she's gone.
Is there any way to tell if the wards have been messed with or if they are even still up?
The wards seem fine. Note that Delroy did invite her in.
Yeah. Yeah. So I will sit down and I will kind of like snap in front of Katura, like, come back to us. You all right over there?
Katura slides the card into her bra and then turns around.
All right, focus up, focus up.
Yep. Mm-hmm. What? Mm-hmm. Oh. I slapped Delroy.
Delroy, are you trying to avoid this, or are you just gonna take this one?
You're muted.
I'm gonna try to avoid it, so if I fail, it's even more spectacular.
Excellent. Give me a Dex athletics.
Please fall down the stairs.
And I want you to give me a strength and brawl, Katura.
Oops. Whoops.
Sure.
Dexterity. Oofa.
2 successes.
I also have, or sorry. You make it. Yeah, you avoid my blow.
You matrix that shit. You knew it was coming.
Wait, hold on.
The heat was in the eyes. Oh, now you gonna burn that willpower?
Yeah, I got 3 successes.
You burn the willpower. And just as you're coming back, he kind of just reaches out. And
I think he avoids it, and then I back.
Somewhere you hear, Sharkesia, no! You don't get that reference, then whatever. I love also the captions spell Sharkesia, right? And the captions.
Hold on, I gotta see. Oh my god.
Sorry. But yeah, you get the backhand on the way back up, Delroy.
Mm-hmm.
No damage. Just more of just like,
yeah.
Return fire.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's you're right. I overreacted.
So we need to have a serious conversation because Katura, why do you hate Annabelle specifically?
Hate Annabelle. She's just not my flavor.
That's valid.
Also, she's always meddling in my business. Every time. Every single time.
Also valid. We are going to have to back a horse in this race.
Seems like.
And I wish the rest of the group was here, but we're going to have to back a horse soon. So
Other side seems great to me. I mean, we already know Annabelle's nuts. We know the Sabbat has infiltrated her at the highest level. I mean,
that doesn't mean that they haven't infiltrated Jackson either.
The Sabbat has
just saying what we know.
Just
saying what we know.
I am not mature enough for this game. And I run it. Anyway, continue.
That's probably why you're the best person to run it. Mm-hmm. It never gets too serious. Frankly, as much as I hate to admit it, I think right now my money's on Annabelle. She's the only person who sent somebody to talk to us.
I mean, Jackson talked to us directly.
Jackson talked to us directly, but Jackson also knew he was offering us something that we wouldn't accept. There is no flexibility.
I mean, fine with me. At the end of the day, Cam is a Cam.
Yeah.
It makes no difference.
I guess we have to decide who is the lesser of two evils. Do we want the person who just wants to watch it all burn to the ground, which can't say I disagree.
And it's not necessarily that she wants to see it all burn. She's just sick of the men.
I mean,
and I can appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. Like, burn it down and let it be rebuilt. I don't disagree with that. There's been plenty of events in history that have been just that. I was part of one of them.
When was this?
You don't need to know that.
Maybe later.
She's not gonna. When you're older, I'll tell you. When you're grown. But I mean, Jackson just wants to cement his own legacy.
And that doesn't leave much breathing room for anybody else.
And it just seems like cementing your own legacy, but within the status quo that already exists.
I don't know if that's the conclusion you necessarily get from what he was saying, but maybe.
What he said was like over a month ago, so I don't remember exactly what he said.
That's why I added that, because basically he is of the mind that the Camarilla needs to change. Some things need to go back to the old ways, such as like keeping y'all off the grid for this Second Inquisition. But he does want to change Camarilla in positive ways, like maybe bring in some of the clans that are considered low clans, make peace with the fact that there are going to be thin bloods at this generation, bring the Bruja back in, bring the Gangrel back into the Camarilla fold again. He wants to be the great uniter, essentially. And if that means bringing
I forgot about all that.
Bringing other people up with him, all the better. But
okay, thank you for the reminder.
It is selfish, but he's not afraid to bring other people up with him to help him achieve his selfish goals.
That kind of convinced me about Jackson a little bit more.
But I just want to make sure that context was added. So y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Because that was part of his whole pitch, was like bringing a bunch of things back in a better way than it used to be, but also bringing the Camarilla away from being, told off by the Second Inquisition. It's not enough for y'all for that.
I mean, yeah, I think. I don't know if I have to rewind it, but maybe Delroy is going to come in with something. Like on second thought, maybe Prince Jackson isn't the worst. He wants us. He wants his name, his name to ring out, to be written forever. It's a great uniter, whatever his thing is going for. But there's some good things that could come from it. Thin Bloods could find peace. We could find peace. And maybe his attempts to bring in the Bruja and the Gangrel, maybe that would just amount to us having a quiet, an understanding. Not necessarily having to be sucked into the fold, but could be wrong.
That look. I feel like Katura and Ari are both thinking the same thing. It's like, yeah, but it's still another man in power.
It's that, like, it's absolutely that, and it's also, it's another person who's going to want you under his boot.
Yeah.
And if you were cool with that, we wouldn't have had half of the problems we had.
I literally just called Devin a bootlicker last episode.
You totally did. You absolutely did. You straight up called him a bootlicker.
Like,
I mean, a boot's like the cam is a cam, which means boot looking. I don't fucking know. This is the shit I hate. This is the stuff I hate. We're sitting here voting between these two assholes when there's actual shit going on, real shit happening in the city.
Right. Have either of them said what they would do about the Sabbat or no?
I have a feeling that it would be, either one would be a purge. It would be the kindred equivalent of glass the city.
I would say y'all know this logically, that right now they can't fight the Sabbat because they are not united. Until they're united, there's no Camarilla versus Sabbat. They are Camarilla versus Camarilla until they pick a side.
This is hard.
Well, we have some time to think about it. Let's take a break from this. We're going to go in circles
Yeah.
arguing about it now. Fucking Portia, Jesus. And Dellar's gonna start walking out of the Bodega office. What's the Bodega office look like? Do we share this office, or is it just like a cluttered, tiny Delroy situation?
It better not be a cluttered Delaware situation.
No, it's not cluttered. I said that wrong. The desk is a little messy. There's like some delivery orders and stuff. You know, there's an in-out box. You know,
I think it's big enough for both of us to have desks in it.
a couple chairs. Yeah.
A couple chairs. It's cozy. It's nice. Katura's area at least is very organized and neat.
Mine, it doesn't look neat, but it is organized. I have my own system.
Controlled chaos. Got it.
Thank you.
That's how I in real life live. Like it's not organized in any way that would make sense to somebody else, but I know where my stuff is.
So what are y'all doing? What's the plan here?
What time is it?
I would say that it is getting close to maybe midnight.
Okay.
Yeah, because Katura took 2 hours to get ready. Yeah, that sounds about right.
What do you got? With the shipment of blood, like Katara took care of that, right? Am I remembering that properly?
Yeah, I had the connections. And I was paying for
What happened
it.
to my connections? Oh, because of freaking Sovereign, that mofo.
Yeah, Sovereign fucked up your shit.
Damn, there's so much going on right now. What do you guys think? Do we need to deal with Boyce? Also, Katara, we're running low on blood. Until I can get my shit together, can you make a call for another delivery?
Yeah, but next time, how low are we?
I mean, we have less than a dozen bags at this point.
That's very fucking low.
Next time tell me before we get that low.
That's a great idea.
I know. That's kind of how you should run a business.
You got it, boss. You got it. You got it, boss.
But yeah, she'll put in a call or whatever to her contacts.
Roll with your charisma and your resources, Katura.
Oh my god. Okay, what is my charisma?
4. That'd be 9.
No, that was me talking out loud to myself. Just FYI. So,
hold up. I think something's not gonna start. Give me a moment. I'm sorry. Random.
Okay.
That normally happens.
Okay, I have 5 successes. Oh, he's went somewhere.
He abandoned us.
That's fine. I'll take over as storyteller now. So everything is fine. You guys wake up the next day. There's no
win.
drama. We won
You
the
win.
game. We all won Vampire the Masquerade.
So this is our
Yay.
first episode of Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives Sabat
Yeah.
edition.
That's right.
Oh,
What did we
man.
call? Oh my god, we had so many.
Hi,
different
I'm
names for
Gus
that.
Fangieri. I'm Gus Fangieri. Fangieri. Hi, I'm Gus Fangieri, and we're down in Philadelphia where they've been serving up Philly cheesesteak filled kind for 30 years.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Before we get started,
What the
Vancouver by Night
fuck
asked
did I just walk
what?
into?
Okay,
That's Spangary.
Guys,
players.
Fangieri.
Players. Vancouver by Night asked, "What are our favorite vampire shows or movies?"
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Who goes first?
Personally, I'll go first.
Yeah.
I will always love Interview with the Vampire. Tom Cruise is the best Lestat ever. But I also love the original Fright Night. I used to watch that like when I was a kid with my dad. Like,
Hell yeah.
so good.
I really like what's one? Lost Boys.
Oh, Lost Boys is good.
That one. There might be some nostalgia in there, but I love that. And I like that What We Do in Shadows TV show. I think it's pretty good.
All right, so I won't lie, I don't watch a ton of anything scary. So Interview and Lost Boys are actually like two of the only ones that I've seen, but I do love them.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of Let Me In.
Oh, Let Me In.
I
is
read
really
that
good.
book. I read that book. That book was really good.
The book is really good.
I liked 30 Days of Night. I don't care what anyone
Oh, I love 30 Days.
I love 30 Days of Night.
Love 30. It's so that one's probably like the creepiest one I've ever watched because those vampires were no joke.
And then there's one other one that I am missing right now.
Ooh, you know what was good? It is a TV show, but I prefer the books.
Shadow of the Vampire. Willem Dafoe was phenomenal.
Oh, that was
going
really
to
good.
be, if I make a Nosferatu in a game, that is who I will base my Nosferatu off of.
I think book-wise, because this was made into a show, but I like the books better. The Strain series by Chuck Hogan and Guillermo del Toro. Those books made those because it was like those in the vampires in those books.
Oh, I don't even know it.
Yes. Anyway.
Okay, commercial break over.
They brought a delivery to my house that was not for me. So
I'm sorry.
I was very confused. I was like, no, you're 2 streets away from where you're supposed to be. So anyway, what did you get for your charisma resources roll?
I got 5 successes and 3 10s.
So that's with the 3 10s. That is a total.
Yeah,
of 5?
I'm sorry. That's with the yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Yeah, you'll have a shipment on the way in the next couple of days, and you should have several dozen packages, though you will not have vintage. Delroy, as it stands, you have outstanding orders for 22 blood packs.
I'm sorry, you were fading out a little bit. So we have standing orders for 22 blood packs?
Yep. And
you have
standing orders for 22 blood packs, and y'all will have 3 dozen coming in.
Okay, how long does it take?
2 days.
Okay.
Because they were already on the way. They just was just a confirmation contact, essentially.
Have to fill 22 orders.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm doing a fair and talking out loud.
Anyway, so now that you got that squared away.
Stop bullying me.
After hearing Delroy like, okay, boss, I'm guessing he walks out and Katura jumps on the phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, essentially that's right. the case. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna like slowly follow after Delroy and kind of just look back, Baron, to Katura, and just walk out.
Damn.
Because
the shade. The shade.
You know, as a coterie, we have to stand together.
All right, so what are y'all planning to do now? Because I want to know. Or are you going to go meet Portia?
Listen, I know it's probably a bad idea. I love drama and I'm very gay. So yes, I am going to go.
I feel like Ivy is back here with me again because this is the same sort of shit.
Pretty girls once again.
Yes.
There Ivy is. They're like, also, welcome to my world.
Also, everybody in the chat has basically told me to just do it. I feel like I've seen a lot of people supporting this.
I think that will happen.
I need to give the people what they want. I have to give the people what they want.
Okay.
Wow, talk.
What about you, Delroy? What is your
Do
plan?
me last.
Okay. Well, then that leaves Ari. Where are you getting into, Ari?
So seeing that, Sierra wants to have a conversation, I may go have a conversation and hope that, you know.
Oh, that's who you were talking about.
Yes,
Couldn't click.
That's who it is, right? Like, I'm
Did
not.
not click.
Okay. Yeah, I may go have a conversation. See if I get jumped on the way, dragged into a shadow,
Excellent.
turned into a potted plant.
All right, and then Katura, what are your plans? You still have a couple hours.
Okay, so I put in the order for the blood.
Yep.
Sorry, I thought I heard something. I kind of, I don't know, because I feel like Katura doesn't necessarily, she knows people, but like she doesn't know people as intimately as the others do. But she does sort of want to like maybe sit at the desk and start putting together a plan of action to undercut Devin Boyce.
Perfect. How I'd love to get into the details of how you plan to do that, but we're gonna go to Delroy first.
Fuck. I'm having like decision paralysis.
You could always talk it out with your coterie.
I mean, I'm just trying to decide because Delroy's fucked. And like Delroy's like, there's not much that Delroy can do without like the full coterie at this point. And so I can't with Sovereign, like what's the deal with going on? Like night security is back, and so like my shipments are just rotting in the docks or at the port.
You have no idea if your shipment's even coming. You got no real contacts to know what's happening at the port.
But I've got night security
Your
is
people
back and like up and
out.
running.
Yep, but night security is back and up and running, which means it's about have resources.
I guess I would say to my player characters, maybe not their character, or maybe their characters. I mean, my thoughts are like, I mean, if you're telling everyone that you're going to try and undercut Homeboy financially, right? And you're working on this plan, or is that something you're just doing?
I mean, we already talked about doing it.
But are you saying you're like, I'm about to go take care of this now?
She's not taking care of it now. She's more so just like kind of making
brainstorming
like outline and brainstorming like what
and that's why I
could possibly do. I'm not smart
with your coterie.
Yeah,
because y'all might be brainstorming this together.
I mean, yeah, and I think she would like ask them, you know, ask Ari and Delroy for like, what do you think about this? Like, here's how I'm thinking we should go about it. But what do you think? You know, I mean, you keep bringing him up, Delroy, so I figured might as well put the dick measuring contest to rest.
It just it's what's the saying? Sticks in my craw.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
I mean, I could see why.
But obviously I am not an economic. There's something in my blood that just wants to rip his head off and drain him. But maybe that's my dick contest talking.
To be fair,
Dick
with the Sabat running around, you could probably get away with it now more than ever.
I mean, to your point as well, I mean, I don't know if it was my beast or the fact that he was so frustrating, but I definitely wanted to just tear his throat out with my teeth.
Look, all I'm saying is if there's ever a time to go ham, it's now. The Sabat's running around and we could just blame it on them.
And with the little bit of diablerie that I've done, like, is this stuff still affecting me? Like, am I still like having Gangrel shit and Nosferatu shit, or is that passed by this point?
It takes about a year before that passes, so you still have some of this The gangrel shit has nothing to do with your dialogue.
That's right. I think I'm just kind of feeling like Delroy is feeling the frustrated and powerless, and just feeling all these things mounting, and this big, this Sabbat coming, and all this shit's happening. And there's something like maybe through the hunger and through this blood where he's just feeling like I want to take this guy out now. Like this, I want to like deal with other shit, and I can't be having this motherfucker like in my yard fucking this shit up. So is Delroy gonna do something stupid? Is that out of character for Delroy to do something stupid?
It's absolutely not out of character. That's completely in character.
Delroy going to
Delroy
do something stupid is an excellent place for us to take a break on. I think that's for us to take a short break. Give us 5 to 7 minutes. Get up, stretch, grab something to drink, bring your popcorn, because there's a good chance that Delroy is indeed going to do something stupid, and we'll get to watch it all play out.
Wander off.
Oh, dang. Do I need to bring up the chicken?
Anyway.
Damn.
We'll see you in a few minutes. Thank y'all for hanging around with us. We're going to run a short ad. Obviously, subscribers don't get ads, but just stick with us, and we'll be right back. See y'all soon.
Yeah, so I'm working on the new character anyway, just in case. So.
we're back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Philly by night. I roll in these 20s, BTM John. And we are back to continue this episode. So we took a break with Delroy saying Delroy's going to, or Mikey Mike said Delroy is probably going to do something stupid as they plot to figure out how they're going to take out his, hated Baron Challenger, I guess. Devin Boyce. Take it away, Coterie.
Delroy wants to go and just kind of like take care of this dude. He wants to do like American Gangster this dude. Just like in the middle of the street, broad nightlight, like just take this dude out. You still have that UV flashlight?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I think Delroy's going to need
It doesn't. I guess it doesn't work on everybody. Not everybody's affected by UV.
Are you talking in third person? I think Delroy's going to need that.
Yeah, right? Delroy needs your UV lights right now. Delroy is going to go ham on a motherfucker. Ivy says you have noodle arms. Delroy has noodle arms.
What? Who's saying this?
Don't worry about it. As we are brainstorming, I look over at Katura. When we were getting the bodega set back up, there were stalls in permits and stuff, right?
Oh, I think there were stalls with the other spa that I was making, but not with the bodega.
The bodega permits were already there. The only permits, you did have to get new permits to have a spa. But the ones for the bodega itself, no new permits.
But there was, I could swear there was fuckery, or was that was just Katura's stuff?
That was just Couture stuff.
Yeah, just
Okay.
me.
I'm curious. It wouldn't be easy. You need money to fight a war. And from what I've heard, that is usually the Sabbat's biggest problem. But they have sovereign. I'm curious, and I know the answer is very, and Arya's just kind of brainstorming like this out loud. How difficult it would be, how very difficult it would be to start clamping down on that.
How so?
I do not have that level of money to know. I am comfortably well off for a doctor when everything is not shit. I am not systems rich, and I look over at Katura.
Can you say your question again for me, the player?
Basically, Ari is kind of just brainstorming, like, how difficult would it be? And she knows it would be like incredibly difficult.
Mm-hmm.
How difficult would it be to start fucking with Sovereign's money, basically? Because you need money to start a war. And if we can fuck with Sovereign's money, that will destabilize the Sabbat.
Well, I would have to figure out where he's getting his money. Is it something that he's just built up over time? Does he have a backer himself?
I know that his All right, here this is where Ari is good because Ari has been investigating all these motherfuckers. Ari, so Ari, if I remember correctly, Sovereign basically married rich and then has been building his money since the 40s. Because he's not that old. He looks old as shit, but he hasn't been around that long. He's just very good at he has a business mind from everything I've been able to gather. I know his sire, if I remember correctly, is terrified of him. Or at least they don't see eye to eye.
And who is the sire?
Hold please.
Holding.
Why is the ESPN in my head?
I don't know.
All right, let's see. Nope. No, it's one of those. He's a big dude. Oh, here we go. Horatio Ballard.
Okay. And you're saying that Horatio is afraid of Sovereign, or at least they don't get along.
They definitely don't get along. Former Prince of... Okay, so Horatio was the Prince of Chicago. And... Ari rolled really, really well and spent like a good month investigating all of these people because she's like, who the fuck are we going up against?
The one time something smart was done.
So Ari definitely has the role to say take advantage of this knowledge. This would be some stuff that Ari would have been able to, with time, dig up and find. Talking to some what do you call it, Nosferatu, and digging up some dirt. But yeah. I will add that Ballard is still with Jackson.
Yeah.
He's still with Jackson right now.
And so like he's been building his money, he's been very good at it, but he is not made money in the 1800s and 1700s old. His Sovereign's roots, specifically Sovereign, only go back maybe 80 years plus whatever money his family had, which I don't think I have a dossier on Sovereign. And I'm just curious, like, we know he has night security, but
did you look up stuff about night security?
Storyteller.
Night security.
Would I have done any? I would have probably tried doing some digging. Whether or not I would have found anything.
Night security in specific, you would have found very little.
Right.
Very intentionally.
Absolutely.
A lot of Sovereign's new business deals are ghosts heading behind a bunch of shell companies that basically lead you in a big old circle to confuse people. And most people won't take the time to look as hard as you did, but what you find is a whole bunch of nothing.
And night security
Dogecoin at the end of it.
And night security is specifically his company. Something that he put together.
What you've been told is he's the boss of night security.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and also the last person we knew who was going after Sovereign was our boy Tyreek. Maybe he has some insight or knows some things we don't know.
Might be worth giving him a call if you have his number, or meeting up with him.
That I do not. But I could think of a way to get in touch with him. Can I do that?
Dude,
Is that like a streetwise?
Is there like a bat signal? Is there a bat signal that you put up and it calls for him?
There's streetwise in this one.
Yeah, there's streetwise too.
I suspect that you would have no idea, even with a good roll, of how to get in contact with Tyreek directly.
Well, we've heard some things about like what he's been up to.
Though, I will say, that Ari might.
I mean, we do know that there was that religion or whatever growing on the outskirts of town that he was associated with. We could go poke around where that's stomping ground, though honestly, that seems like walking into its own fucking nest of hornets.
I mean, we're surrounded by hornets' nests. We're gonna walk into one eventually. We might as well do one on purpose.
But yeah, I mean, Katura, if you have the kind of money that can fuck with other people's money,
Yes.
and that may at very least cause some problems and start destabilizing the Sabbat. I don't know if we have enough time. I don't know if that could work fast enough to actually buy us breathing room.
So should we start by digging into, like, I know you've done some work on the shell corporations, but should we like maybe do some work on that to figure out like what the actual corporations are and maybe like dismantling them that way? Is that what you're suggesting?
I would definitely say if we could start causing problems for them, yes. I think that couldn't, I don't want to say that couldn't hurt us because that's just inviting fucking problems.
Absolutely would hurt us if he finds out it's us.
But he already seems, or at least somebody with clout already knows that you're working with us. Honestly, everybody with clout already knows you're working with us. Like, it's not a secret.
Yeah, she's too big of a face to hide at this point.
Right.
Especially considering that, you know, there's a big ol' bodega named Delroy's.
Yeah.
That got remodeled and rebuilt with Katura's money.
Yeah, Katura's coming to the hood a little too often for people not to put the dots together. Okay, well, I can maybe get some of my people to start working on that. I mean, I have a whole research team at my disposal.
I definitely think that causing Sabbat problems benefits all of us. I'll put it like that. Not that it can't come bite us in the ass, but it benefits all of us if they are biting at each other's ankles and not ours.
Now, do you know Horatio? Like, have you spoken with him? Do you know him?
No, I have never spoken to this. I know he is a larger, older gentleman, and he's friends, and I use that term loosely, with Jackson. He followed Jackson here from Chicago.
Okay.
Did he get blown up when the place got blown up? Yeah, so he's still among the moving.
God. Okay. I think it's a good place to start, at least.
I mean, if we're gonna be taking people out for messing with our business, I mean, we may as well just start beheading businessmen, and Sovereign would be a great one to take out.
Katura would ask you for a list of his businesses that you know of.
This leads to this, this leads to this, this leads to this, this leads to this, this leads back up here to that. I don't fucking know.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
And I will, because I'm sure it probably got posted in the news, give Katura a list of all the bankers that he had working for him from that thing with Genghis. And see if we can't find any information what accounts they were linked to. Because that would probably give us a decent lead.
Are these bankers kind, or are they also kindred?
They were kind, and they were food for a Methuselah.
So they no longer exist?
They no longer exist.
Okay.
They got tossed into a human blender, essentially.
Yeah.
And then that blender made a nice smoothie for Methuselah.
And
Hey.
Ari pissed that Methuselah off too by eating one of its snacks. So, she's going to have to deal with that in a
Ari
few
did
years.
do that. Yep.
Ari got no sense, y'all.
This whole coterie has no sense. That's what.
In Ari's defense, she's only 5. Delroy's old enough to know better.
Katura came in and was like, "Oh, they didn't have a single brain cell."
You're welcome, Ivy. People smoothie. That's what you're here for.
Prince bringing the cursed food content over to rolling Deez 20's, y'all.
I mean, it's a vampire. What do you want from me? So, it sounds like y'all are plotting. You two are plotting on how to take down Sovereign. While Delroy is over here like, I'm about to go kill a man in the streets.
Ooh,
fuck a masquerade.
Yeah, Delroy. Meanwhile, we're plotting to take down Sovereign, but like this started out by me wanting to take down Devin, and so Katura asked Ari like, "Oh, we should figure out where Devin's getting his money from."
I mean,
completely unaware that Delroy is basically sneaking out.
Wit Street Rise. Give me a Wit Street Rise, Katura.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, failed. I don't know anything.
How did you fail? What'd you get?
A 3 and a 4.
That was all your dice that you have?
I don't have any streetwise.
Oh.
I only have wits.
You're like,
I don't know.
sounds like a pimp. That's what you got from
I
it.
mean,
that's what you got out of all of this.
I mean,
Sounds like he might be a pimp.
Didn't Mal say that he was?
Mel said not exactly a pimp, but he is essentially selling bodies.
Okay.
They are trafficking magical blood through people. That's the nitty-gritty of it. They are trafficking magical blood through kind. So you'll know. Delroy, what are you doing?
I just met that man yesterday.
Do I have this flashlight? Did you give it to me? You just said, yeah, it doesn't work on all vampires and gave it to me?
Yeah, I probably have it on me. Like, fuck, it could be helpful.
I want to see if I can. I'm going to say thank you. And while you guys are plotting all this shit, like, pocket it. I've got my 2 guns and I'm heading out. I want to see if I can find Red.
Okay.
Or what's that dude's name?
Red.
I want to see if there's a way that, like, I know, like, where Red hangs when he's not with Homeboy. I think maybe I'm going to try and go to him first.
I want you to roll me a Wits and Streetwise as well, Delroy.
Okay. I can do better than that. Boom.
Wow.
8 successes.
Yeah.
All right. So Delroy, you basically, this whole thing has kind of gave you a kick in the pants again. You need that fire sometimes of shit to go bad for you to start getting your shit back together. And thus, you've been keeping up with your network of, Thin Bloods who still hang around with you through Mel and several others, and you get a basically an idea of where Red is. But one thing you did hear that maybe it's a rumor has it sort of thing, you don't know for sure, but you've heard that Red has been embraced.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with that you have heard is that he's been walking outside in the daytime. People have seen him around on the streets.
Is okay.
No, go ahead. What were you about to say?
I was thinking out loud. It's probably like related to the alchemy, if anything, or it's bullshit.
No.
Anyway, keep it going.
No, you've heard that thin bloods, some of them, the blood is so weak in them that the sun hurts them, but it doesn't kill them like it would kill you.
Right.
Some of them can walk outside. Some of them can eat real food. That's not the same case for all of them. Just like not all of them can do alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
But Red is one of the daywalkers, from which you understand. And Red has been trying to basically take over where what's his name? Raka was before. He even moved into the same house.
And he's got like a little crew. Did I find out about like who he hangs with?
He has what is considered he's part of the mob. The mob of Moy Missing.
And so he's never alone.
Never
basically.
alone.
When I roll up to the house, I want to go to the house. Unseen passage, all that on. And check out the scene.
Roll me your I know Unseen Passage doesn't have a roll, but I want you to roll me a Dex and Stealth and add 2 to your dice pool.
Okay. And it doesn't have a rouse check, right?
Unseen Passage? Let me look.
I forget. I always forget.
I think it does actually, but I'm double checking.
I think so too. Womp womp. Dang. I can only do 3, right?
Yes. Yeah, it does have a rouse check.
All right, 5 successes.
Okay.
And a failed rouse check.
Roy, you're going over here to eat. You can take him. You're the boss. It's your block.
Yeah, my block. Yes.
And Delroy, as you get over here, it is like a group that does not give a fuck. You hear them talking about people they've ate. It is not like your crew of Thin Bloods that is over at Mel's place. They keep their shit on the DL. Like this crew over here is just like, yeah, we fucked up, yada yada yada. They got people kind of like wandering around like zombies outside of the crib. You've seen police roll by here a few times, giving that suspicious look, but they don't have any evidence necessarily to stop people, but they getting looks. And you're walking around here and you see all of this happening. And Red is outside. You see him with the rest of the crew. Clear as day. If someone with a drone walked up, like rolled over here, you could see it. But he is feeding on some person in this backyard, just sort of chilling. You can see him right through the slits of the wooden fence.
How many people are with him?
It is about a dozen that you can see. You don't know how many.
God damn it. Why are you doing this to me?
They don't call themselves a mob for nothing, bruh.
I didn't know mobs hung out with each other all the time. I thought maybe they'd like, go home, like chill, like get some alone time, some me time. He's feeding on a person in this backyard with a bunch of people just chilling, hanging out.
Don't roll me a wits and awareness as well.
Uh-huh.
This is not a hard check.
Jesus.
Do you want to blow more willpower?
Yeah.
Because that is bad if you don't. Excellent.
Okay.
Delroy, you see them pass this person, this dude, over to another person, and as soon as they do this, Reza starts laughing. He's like, "Yeah, watch this," and he disappears. And he starts laughing again.
Red disappears and starts laughing again.
Yeah, he's like, "I told y'all. I told y'all." This alchemy shit is dope.
And he's just still he's just gone. And I'm looking
No,
for the
he
slats of
moves
this
back.
backyard.
He moves, and then you see the invisibility sort of drop off of him. You're very familiar with abilities like this, Delroy.
Yeah. And I'm just looking through the back of this backyard.
Yep. See this through the slits there.
I don't think there's shit I could do here. I can't take on a dozen people. I was hoping to get him and talk to him. Fuck is Delroy gonna do here?
Do something stupid. Just run up and get done up.
Why don't you go fuck around and find out? How about that? Scientific method.
All right. Fuck it.
Test these assumptions at your earliest convenience, sir.
Delroy, I mean, is there a door? Like, how am I getting in here? Can I just walk in? And if I want to keep my stealth and my obfuscate stuff as long as possible and get as close to him as
You
possible.
could walk around, like there's like a like one of those like fence doors on the side of the house. Like you could do that, or you could climb over it. Like
I'll do the quietest, easiest. I'll probably just use the door. I'll have Delroy
climbing
climb
over
shit.
it would be the quietest, easiest, because if you try to open the door, there are people who would most likely see this open.
Do you gonna make me do like an athletics something roll to climb this thing?
Let me see what your stats are.
Uh,
Yes, actually, I am. Because if you take half for like a Dex Athletics is 2 dice, you know what? I'll let you do that. The problem is keeping your stealth while you do this.
Okay, I'll try and climb the fence. All right.
All right, roll that Dex Athletics.
Beast shield failure.
You can't save that. Like, even if you rolled an extra dice, you wouldn't be able to save it. So, Delroy, you get to climbing. And while you're climbing, you're almost positive you're making a lot of noise. You think you're quiet. But at the same time, you're like, your foot sort of slips and your hands are up there. You kind of, and while you're not really paying attention, people start to look towards that direction. They can't see anything, but they know something's up. And when you go all the way over the fence, you fall. Just straight up on your butt. Just, and Red goes, "What the fuck was that?" And then another dude was like, "It's probably one of them Nazi motherfuckers. Go get him." And all of a sudden, you just feel feet kicking at you. You're getting stomped. Do you drop your stealth? What do you do?
Thin Bloods, I can't like shoot a Thin Blood and they'll die, right? They're essentially still kindred.
Still kindred, yeah.
what am I going to do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And not all of them are daywalkers, so I just feel like it'd be really embarrassing if I pull out this flashlight and this it doesn't do shit. So I'm just like invisible holding a flashlight. I think it'd be very embarrassing for Delroy. I'm gonna grab a leg and fucking break it and get out. Does lethal body work in this situation or no?
Yeah, but if
No,
you do
right,
that,
have to
you
be-
will not be in stealth anymore.
I mean, they're kicking me. They know I'm there, right?
They know you're there, but they don't like see you all the way. Essentially, they just got an idea.
If I were trying to crawl away, that would still be Dex Athletics again.
Yes, but that would be contested.
Then yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab something and break it.
All right. Roll me a strength roll.
Oh shit.
Feel free to arouse that strength if you want to as well. Might as well get hungrier here too.
This is like the blood bank all over again.
This is like the blood bank all over again. You think you learn.
Okay.
Well, you're rousing. You had a success.
Three successes.
And as you lash out, you catch one of these thin bloods, just rip a whole chunk of their calf out, and they scream, "Ah! What the fuck? What the fuck?" And then Red comes over, and he's like, "Is that Delroy? Hold on. Hold him down. And they kind of all grab at you and grapple you. And at this point, it's too many for you to get away. And he's like, "What you doing at my house, Delroy?"
I just wanted to see what you were up to.
You could have called, maybe left me a note, Camarilla style, but you just sneak into my backyard trying to be invisible, fall on your ass and get stomped in. Then you're going to hurt one of the homies?
He didn't see me fall on my ass. He just saw me sitting on the ground. Maybe I was just sitting there. He doesn't have to know I fell.
It sounded like you fell on your ass.
Listen, I'm here now. Let's talk. Y'all need to get off me.
You want to talk? After you break into my shit? You
I'll
want
be
to talk?
honest. What I really want to do is rip your fucking head off and just.
As soon as you say that, you just take a just punch out of nowhere to the face. There's no avoiding this. You're gonna take 2 superficial damage from that. I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up.
Oh. So what's next? I guess it's your move now.
And they start patting you down. They grab the flashlight. One of them's like, "What the fuck is this? This motherfucker playing with a flashlight." And he flicks it on his face. And he's like, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" and drops the flashlight. "Shut that fucking thing off. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?" So what, you gonna flashlight us to death, Delroy? That's the way you gonna fight in this, y'all? You didn't even bring my strap. What kind of punk is you? Let me go get the real Baron of South Philly for your ass. That's what I'm gonna do. Give me a minute.
Katura's not there.
Oh.
You gonna go get to Katura?
And we're gonna switch scenes as he calls Devin. And they drag Delroy into the crib because they don't want any screaming happening outside. Ari, Katura, what's good?
So I'm guessing that we saw Delroy leave. We saw Delroy fuming and bubbling and plotting, and then left after asking for my flashlight. So we can probably assume he's gone to do something stupid, correct?
I would
Yeah.
say that's a safe assumption. I like, based on what y'all know about Delroy. Delroy said he would not walk off and not tell y'all anymore. And yet Delroy walked off and didn't tell y'all what he was going to do. So
Didn't even drop a pin. Well, we probably should have got him microchip like we said we was gonna do.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea. I
Yeah.
think the whole I don't know how long it lasted in our skin, but I mean it would have been helpful for a night or two. It'd been nice.
Yeah.
Tabs on him.
Yeah. Should we go look
So-
for him?
Are we gonna go save him again, or
We don't even know where he is.
I've got an idea. He went to fuck with Red and the gang.
You think so?
Where else would he go? Except for maybe to pick a fight with Sovereign, and he doesn't know where Sovereign is.
I have no idea. I don't know him as well as you do, and it seems that he just likes to wander and get himself into trouble. So it really could be.
You think he's got dementia? Like he's definitely of the age to have dementia.
I don't think so, because I don't think he has dementia because he's doing things very deliberately.
That's true. Yeah, it's not. Fuck.
There's part of me that just wants him to deal with the consequences of his actions. But I'll be nice, and we should go get him.
Ari, roll me an intelligence and awareness check. I want those two together.
Bless you, good sir, for intelligence.
Whew.
5.
All right, 5 successes. Ari, something comes to you as you're getting ready to head out. If he was going to see Red said something the other day that you sort of remember hearing about his gun. Delroy had this gun, but Delroy didn't take this gun. Do with that knowledge what you will.
I will grab the gun. Is there anything interesting about said gun? We've had it since episode 2.
It looks
when I took it from Red.
It looks like an old gun. It's got a sort of weathered looking wood grip on it. And it's got initials etched into it.
What initials?
BL are the initials.
But nope, I got nothing.
Have to assume it's a family heirloom, maybe.
Is there
Something
any
that old?
I mean, it definitely looks well used. Is there any, like, I hate to say bad vibes vibrating off this thing, but is there anything like we picked up when we went down in the sewers, like
No.
magic-y? Nothing like that.
No. It's a gun.
It's a gun. Okay. It's not magic gun. So that's good at least.
I mean, he just got embraced, right? Like recently.
Yes, he is recently embraced. From what you would understand, Ari, when y'all first met him, he was not kindred.
Oh, well.
I think it's just something special to him, because if it was just a Saturday night special, he wouldn't care so much.
No, that's true. Well, they said Moimasing, so I'm guessing they're down by the park. That's probably the easiest place to find them. I have a feeling we need to go with an arsenal or an army.
I don't know if we have the time to pull an army together. Or find people who would be willing.
I need.
You know someone
you're
who
gonna-
might be willing. Ari. Who's always down for a fight?
Oh,
I
Genghis?
mean, Genghis.
That's one of them. And the other one, who's not a Baron anymore, is always down for a fight too.
Don't
Anita.
you fucking dare. You motherfucker.
Anita did leave us hanging. I mean, it's your call. I literally cannot call anybody to ask for a favor.
I mean, I don't have.
So,
Would I have Genghis's number?
I think we probably keep it in the Rolodex. Yeah.
I don't think you would. Honestly.
No, I think Serenity probably be
Serenity
the only
would be
one.
the only person that has Genghis's contact. Yeah.
Okay, so I sent a text to Serenity saying, "Hey, if you and Genghis are looking for a good fight, come through." And then I will also text Anita.
Serenity sends back a message. Busy, out of town. I'll get back to you.
Okay, can you text Genghis because I don't have his number, or give me his number?
With Genghis.
Oh,
In New York. Stuff is happening. Don't worry about it.
Oh shit. Genghis is unavailable.
All right.
They're both in New York, apparently.
I either need. How good are you at flying?
A plane?
A drone with a flamethrower on it.
I don't think I've ever had the pleasure.
I don't know where we would get one, but that's the only thing because let's be real,
Oh.
neither one of us is going to do anything good in a fight.
I mean, if we just want to set the house on fire,
that may be the best
do
bet.
that.
Like, if we can get the front and back doors up and burning, like,
I mean,
we almost had it down last time.
I could always maybe write a check.
But will that happen in the next, say, 45 minutes to, save Delroy's life?
I can write a check whenever.
I mean, that's true. I'm not particularly interested in a fight, I won't lie. Getting
Oh, me
somebody else to
neither.
do it would
No.
be preferable. Or to just
Yeah,
burn the whole building down, preferably with everybody in it.
including Delroy.
Well, if he got himself into the mess, we're buying him a distraction.
I love this so much. What are y'all gonna do? I love all of this. Just keep going.
How much is gas in Philly right now?
I don't drive, so I don't know actually.
I'd say probably at least $3.50 a gallon.
Probably.
Okay.
I would say that you do need to keep in mind that setting a house on fire,
That's gonna draw attention.
not only will it draw attention, these are row homes.
Well,
So you might not set just a house on fire, you might set a block on fire.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's not do that. Although
Well,
I will say I did have that same thought when Delroy went there. I was like, we need to, since we were talking about Interview with the Vampire, I was like, we just need to pull a Louis and just douse their coffins with some gasoline.
everything.
And set that shit on fire.
Yep. Whole thing going up.
Yep. Boop. Problem solved.
Y'all solve problems by making new ones.
Look, we don't want the grave dug straight down. We got to expand it out a little bit too.
I want a whole pyramid to my
Like this got to be luxurious.
bury me with my stuff type situation.
So what are y'all doing? Y'all got a plan?
Let's go get
Stalling,
him.
like,
Yeah, let's just go.
Are we
not gonna
calling
get you
Anita?
I will
neither
send
one
it-
of us can fight. Neither one of us can fight. We need
I
somebody who
never
can throw
said-
a punch.
I never said I was going to fight, but I will call Anita to have her as backup. See if she can come through. And maybe we go and negotiate in the meantime.
Delroy wandered into a trap. Please, we got to go save this dumbass again.
Yeah, basically.
Anita responds like, it's gonna take me a minute, but I'm on my way.
Okay.
It'll be good
and
to see her. Oh,
I assume that Ari knows like the address, so Twitter will just send the address.
I don't know because I don't know where they are. I just know that.
Okay. I'll just say in or around such and such park. We'll send you a firm location once we have it.
Cool.
Yep.
So y'all are just heading to the park and hoping for the best, or?
I mean, we're taking our weapons with us.
Well, yes.
But I mean, it's gonna take her a while. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't have the time to wait.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
So unless Tyreek or somebody shows up just randomly, we gotta go.
So y'all head to the park. The park is hot outside, so it's summer. There's people out here. People hooping, yada yada yada. But one thing you notice immediately is that there's one house that is incredibly loud. The music is just blaring, super duper loud. Ari, you know this place. It's been rebuilt, remodeled, but you've been here before. You know the place on the corner. And that is the one that is very loud and very jumping.
Well, that's arrogant, and I should have expected that. Okay.
But there's no one outside. No one outside.
It's this. I mean, it's this one.
It's this one. When we had our first incident back, God, what, 6 months ago now? It was this house. And logically, the only place that the new Baron could take up is just the arrogance of it. Like, let's be real. Of course they would use this house.
I don't know the significance of this house.
This is you know the whole Masquerade breach and the nonsense 6 months ago and all that. Yeah, this was the house, and this was the park.
Oh.
So of course, the person who wants to cause more trouble would take over the house that caused trouble and rebuild it and make that base. Like, I don't know why I didn't think of that.
I mean, yeah. Seems like something that somebody like that would do.
It's much nicer than it was last time. I will say that. Dory's getting a tour right now. The nicest, like, oh yeah, nice carpet now.
Should we
fresh paint.
Go knock on the door? You think they'll hear us, or should we just walk on in? Oh, we have to be invited, huh?
I mean, I don't, but this is dumb. This is stupid. Why are we doing this?
Are you just gonna knock?
Are we waiting on Anita? Let's give Anita 10 minutes to get here. Like,
I think at some point they're gonna sense that we're out here.
So you're just waiting on the outside of this place in the front?
No, I don't think we're waiting on the front porch. No, we're probably like.
Well, it's a row home. It doesn't have a front porch.
Well,
just like a sidewalk.
Like across the street. Maybe.
Oh, so in the park?
I don't know how Ari
feels about
a good idea for us to just
standing in the dark. But
unless we're like hidden, I don't know if that's a great idea because Katura draws crowds wherever she goes.
Katura
that's true.
Is not invisible. People know who you are, Katura, as you're walking, the way from Delroy's to over here, which is not far. People notice you.
Yeah. So, I mean, that might be a way to draw them out, but
though people aren't going wild and like taking pictures of you and stuff, it is people are like, yo, is that Katura Baptiste? Is that the Katura? Yeah, that sort of thing. Who's the girl with her?
Nobody, and just like, don't notice me. Do not perceive me.
Katura has to get the celebrity disguise, which is just a baseball cap and some sunglasses.
Just wear bangs once in a while. It'll be fine.
Oh God. Not the bangs.
Y'all are there. And no sign of Anita. Anita did give you a message that she was going to be a while, so you don't know.
I don't.
We don't know when Anita's going to show up. It might be a while for her. She said it. She's not going to be here soon. I don't know if we have the time to wait for her. As much as I would also love to have backup,
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, unless he's going to go full Big Bird in there, which I doubt.
He might. That would be interesting to see, honestly. Just a giant cassowary tearing through a whole bunch of
bestial failure, and I have not established what that failure actually is going to cause.
Okay. So, I think, yeah, I mean, should we just go knock on the door?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Knock on the door.
And someone you don't know comes out. Dude looks relatively young, maybe like just hitting his 20s. And he's like, damn, who y'all?
Hi, I'm Katura. We were wondering if Delroy was here.
Who Delroy?
Oh, the Baron?
Old guy.
The what?
Old guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Does this kid look like Kindred or Thin Blood or anything, or is he just some dude chilling at a party?
Don't know. It'd be hard to tell.
Can we
Thin Bloods is very hard to tell.
Yeah. Can we come in?
Come in for what? What y'all trying to do? I mean,
it sounds like you're having a party.
Something like that, but it's invite only. But I mean, if you want to come up to my room, that's invite only too. But I'm happy to,
Sweetie, do you know who I am?
Fine, but no.
Thank you. Have you heard of Baptiste Cosmetics?
Nah.
I'm sure you've had plenty of girlfriends who wear makeup.
No, I like them natural.
Oh, okay. I do skincare too.
Okay,
God.
So,
you can show me your room if you want. Can I come in?
He like, then he gets flustered. He's like, wait, you coming too?
Sure.
Yeah, we go everywhere together.
He like, hold up. Hold up a second. And he like goes back in the door. He kind of like slides it open, closes it. Like 2 minutes later, he comes back out and he's like, all right, gotta be quiet though.
I don't think anybody's going to hear us with all the music.
Cool. Delroy, you don't hear this because they took you in the basement. And you are just waiting. They didn't tied you up. You're on a chair. And you're just like in a dark room wondering about your life decisions right now. You did notice that the music went up, which is not necessarily a good sign because usually when music goes up as loud as it is in here, it is to either dull your senses if you're a kindred trying to heighten them, or to mass screams. You know a little something about what happens in these sort of situations. It ain't good. Katura, Ari, this dude opens the door. He's like, I'm Alex, by the way. We just gotta go upstairs over here. And he takes y'all down this hallway. And y'all see when it opens up to a living room. There's a few people in here, and they giving him looks, but they look at y'all. They're like, It's whatever.
And Ari is genuinely trying to like hide her face, keep her face down, like.
But a couple of people catch eye at you, Katura, and they're like, and then somebody stopped Alex. Like this girl stops Alex. She's like, Alex, you know who that is? He's like, I don't know. He's like, that's Katura Baptiste. She said that too. I don't know what that means. She smacks him in his head. She's like, you dumb as fuck. That's the makeup baron around here. That's the woman who helped build up Delroy's. And then you see some eyes sort of raise at that. You're like, oh, I don't care who she is. She's coming up to my room. We about to, Then she smacks him in the head again. She's like, you dumb as fuck. And a couple people are like, hold up. Y'all gotta wait. Sit down on the couch. Oh, I think we lost Fair. But Ari, are you going to sit?
Ari is getting real tired of taking orders. Ari will sit for a. Ari will move towards the couch and kind of just like lean against the back of it.
Okay.
So like keeping her head down, like.
And so a couple seconds later, Red comes in. He's like, the fuck y'all doing here?
You know why we're here. Let's skip the stupidities.
The only stupid was Delroy trying to break in someplace he don't belong. And we handled that. Now we got to handle y'all, or you're just gonna leave.
We'll leave with Delroy.
Delroy taken care of. Ain't no leaving with Delroy. You gone. Period. You could say he dug his own grave.
Damn, I don't want to keep talking without Fair. How many people are in this room?
It's like 4. Not including y'all. Don't worry, chat. I'm working on fixing this.
Sorry, I'm just looking at stuff I have.
Coming here expecting violence? Where do you have the gun, by the way?
Where would I have a gun? Probably like in a bag, like. Because I definitely wouldn't have it on my side, because I don't know what the fuck to do with this.
Okay, so like a purse or something?
Probably.
Okay.
What's the plan?
I was waiting for you to come back. Basically, they're like, Delroy's dead. I don't know what to tell you. And Ari's like, because that'd be a problem.
Oh, hold on. Also, sorry if I sound different. I just switched to my other computer.
You're good.
I have an ear for lies.
They didn't exactly say he's dead. They say he's taken care of.
He did say he was
taken care
gone.
of.
He did say he was gone.
Okay.
So what's the if or lies do? That's aspects, right?
Yeah, it's when someone lies to you.
Does that require a roll?
I don't know. Great question.
Yes. Composure and insight versus manipulation and subterfuge.
Okay. Composure and insight.
All right. So red has a generic rule here.
Oh, is red there?
Yeah,
this is red.
he's the one
that's
talking.
Oh, okay.
All right. Roll your composure and insight.
No. I only
What'd
got
you
one
roll?
success.
He only got one. So you take.
I only have one.
Yeah. So player takes the
Oh, okay.
the breaks here. When he says Delroy is gone, you know he's lying.
Where is he?
I say he was gone.
He's not gone. And I don't appreciate lies. So where is he?
What you gonna do about it? Even if I am lying, I ain't got shit. Y'all should just leave before y'all catch yourselves up in the same shit that Delroy going into.
Did you show him?
I didn't.
Okay.
Excuse me?
We have something you've been asking. Oh, I was asking out of character. I'm really sorry.
Oh, okay. No, good.
We know Delroy's here. We're not here to fight. I don't
I'll lose
fight
anyway.
for men. Sure, honey. We have something you've been looking for.
What you gonna give me that I want?
What do the initials BL mean to you?
And he can't even hide it. His reaction is instant. His eyes go wide. I'm gonna need you to run that right now.
I'm gonna need you to show me Delroy right now.
We gotta make a deal.
I did just make a deal.
Y'all leave. Fucking leave. And the room clears out. And Alex sort of gives y'all like a sad look and then looks over at Red. And then Red just glares at him. And Alex is like, out. Look. That's my great granddaddy's. Delroy was wrong to take it from me. But if y'all give it to me, I let him walk. But y'all can't say shit about this to Devin.
Hell, we'll even fuck you up a little bit so it looks like he got taken.
Don't fucking play.
Bring him up.
He tells y'all to come with him. Come on. It's just me.
I will follow him to the door.
You'll see
Yeah.
he's going to a basement.
I will follow him to the door.
And
I am not going in the basement.
and he yells downstairs, bring Delroy up. Now. And they bring Delroy up. Delroy looks like he got his ass beat a little bit. Got some shoe marks on his clothes. Maybe a little bit of a bloody nose. Not so bloody because he can't drip. And he's hungry right now, so he got that much blood to spill. But Delroy got fucked up a little bit. Nothing lasting, but enough to know that he then got stomped a bit. He right here. Like in my strap.
I think Katura looks Delroy up and down and then rolls her eyes.
Delroy, they You aren't gagged or anything. You can talk.
I recommend you don't.
Delroy doesn't have shit to say.
Yeah, unless you want to get told off in the middle of in front of these people.
In front of the infants.
Yeah.
Like, this conversation we have at home.
Yeah. Ari,
Walk with us back
go.
to the front.
Yeah, walk us out. And when we're on the port,
I need you to do something. You
No.
doctor. You want to fuck me up? Don't fuck me up. You got the shadow shit. Fuck some shit up in this kitchen in this basement. Let's tear it up.
All right.
Let me go outside. Because if another of my phone gets bricked, I'm gonna be really mad.
Valid. Especially because Ari is hungry. Ari is at 3. Ari fully intended if we made it up to that room, that kid probably was not walking out.
I had a solid plan for if we had to go up to that room. It involved his balls being in a vice, basically. So he got off lucky.
Yeah. He was all sad and got sent out the room. I'm like, it's better this way, kid.
It really
better
is.
this way.
Yeah, it's better this way.
All right, what you gonna use, Ari, to fuck this up?
I'll just pop. I think either of them requires a rouse check, so I'm fitting to be real hungry here in a minute. But I will go ahead and just do the shadow cast and extend my shadow and just let it be like, all right, go, be free.
And a few people who are like a few of the kindred who are still around, as you get hungrier, they see your eyes go inky black, and this sort of shadow starts to pool off of you. And once a tentacle like reaches up and then tears off a cabinet, that's when people start to realize they should get the fuck away from you. As this whole kitchen basically just gets blasted. Back door goes flying off. Stove is fucked. And there's a slight smell of gasoline, but no immediate danger right now. And Red is like shuffling Katura and Delroy towards the door, like, let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Gotta get out of here for a W here. And
Smash
kinda
his
looks
PS5.
around.
Smash his PS5 on the way out. You know he got one. Smash it.
And just walks through the living room, knocks the fucking radio and all the surround sound down.
Rip that TV off the wall, Mel.
And you fuck shit up. And Alex is at the top of the stairs. He's just staring down at you, and he looks at you. And then he runs back up the stairs. This is all bad. But as the windows break and people start to come out, your shadows start to retract. And he's like, all right, where's my strap, though?
Take it, hold it out. Katura, are you? Because I'm guessing I'm probably like the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how close are the rest of them?
Everybody is away. The only person that's close to y'all is Red.
No. I mean, how close are Katura and Delroy?
Oh, within a few.
Are you
feet.
guys staying by me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I didn't know if Delroy was just pissed off and like kicking small rocks down on the sidewalk.
Red takes the strap.
Pass it back.
Oh, get out of here now, quick.
All right.
Why don't you give me a call sometime? I would love to discuss business with you.
Fuck you.
You wish.
Turns around and goes back in the house.
I was being nice. Don't know why he had to have an attitude.
I was about to ask the same. And I would say probably, you should probably text Anita, tell her we're good.
Yeah, I do that.
Cool.
Sorry,
Their
it was
response.
uneventful.
What is it? Dumbass obtained. We're good.
Uneventful recovery. We're good.
So y'all just walk back over to the bodega now, or
I think so.
Probably. I think Ari.
we have to escort Delroy to make sure he gets where he's supposed to be.
I think Ari probably cuts off, not far, just for a bite, because she is at 4. And this is a terrible idea, but I do let y'all know I'm doing it, and I'm like, just if I'm not back in 3 minutes, I'm probably being turned into a pinata. So
all right, give me a dex and stealth roll, because you need to break into someone's house to go feed.
I think I get extra to my stealth, don't I? Or is it only if I do a thing?
You get a
And it's
plus
not-
1 because
I get a plus 1.
Did
Okay.
you take the specialty in anesthetics or stealth break-ins?
What?
Because Sandman gives you can get a specialty in medicine, anesthetics, or stealth, and your specialty is break-ins.
Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop a shadow cloak because that gives me 2 dice to stealth.
Okay.
So I'll just do that. I'm like, I knew I had a thing, and it is not a rouse check for that one.
Yeah.
So, and then you said stealth and dex.
Yep.
Stealth, dex. And I will go ahead and just roll those last 2 just to be on the safe side.
How about it?
So maybe I'll get a 10. And I do.
Oh, shit.
So
Shit.
You are the terror that flaps in the night. You are Darkwing Duck. No,
yeah.
you are able to quickly identify that house that is definitely the old people's house, the ones that stayed up too late watching Nick at Night. And through a window, you see someone as fell asleep, sitting on the lazy boy recliner, passed out. You go around the back, easily slip in through a window, in there, bite. How much blood do you take?
I'd probably do 2 if I think this person can actually survive 2.
You think they could survive 2. 3, you might have to call an ambulance for them.
No, I'll just do 2 and I'll chill at 2 then.
And your beast is testing you, but you're able to keep your stuff together. And this probably takes you a total of maybe 5 minutes. You were quick. You knew where you were going, how to get there, who to get, in and out. This was like a trip to a fast food drive-through.
I'm just gonna stop at 7-Eleven real quick, y'all. Just give me 5 minutes.
And I'd say as you're finishing this up, Delroy and Katura arrive at the bodega, and Ed looks at you, Delroy, like, Delroy, what the fuck happened to you?
Nothing, Ed. Just can you close up tonight? I'm just gonna.
Doesn't look like nothing.
Oh, Ed, he fucked around and found out. How was your date, by the way?
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
We're going out again later this week.
Oh, let me know. I'll set something up for you.
Seriously? You'll do it again?
Yeah, of course. I take care of my people.
And he like hugs you.
Katura, the ultimate wing woman.
Delroy, you should like get a bag or something. You need some help.
That's Ed.
Yeah, as
I think Delroy's gonna like snap at him a little bit. Like I told you, I was fucking all right. Leave it, Ed.
Chill.
I was gonna storm up to the office at the bodega, to his desk.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Did
And
I
starts closing up
recognize?
the shop.
Yeah, I don't go upstairs. I don't go up there with them.
Did I recognize any of the, especially the woman who recognized Katura over at the house?
Did you recognize them? No. Maybe a couple of the dudes, you've seen them hanging around Mel's place, but you didn't know the woman.
Because that would have been our fucking in. Like, I'm sorry, the makeup baron would like to speak to you. You got 20 minutes?
I mean, I'm sure that we could find her again.
Yeah, I that might be a conversation
We know her
have
face.
with Mel. Like, there's a girl we got to talk to.
Yeah, I also just realized something because people recognize Katura. Devin's gonna find out no matter what.
Yeah.
Red's over there like, don't tell him. And I'm like, they gonna say, somebody's gonna say something. It's not gonna be me, but good luck.
Cool. So a couple minutes later, Ari shows up. As closing down the shop, he's like, yo, hey Ari.
Hey, bud.
Uh
How's your
Delroy
night?
is-
Anything weird?
I mean, outside of seeing Delroy with shoe prints on him, I'm pretty sure one of those was like forces. I think the other one was like some Chucks. What's it like to get
I'm pretty sure
Chucks?
I'm pretty sure I saw some Tim imprints on there too.
You know what? I think the people of Philly, you know, might be taking on some of that New York soda thing.
Yeah,
Tim's in the summer is a lot, but you know,
I swear I heard. I'm pretty sure I heard a Bronx accent.
maybe that's what all these new vampires, new people moving in, are coming from.
Well, I mean, you did say that Serenity's up there right now, so God knows.
Yeah.
He's in New York. Who?
With Genghis.
They're
I don't
off
even want to know what
doing
they're doing. I don't even
they're
want
off
to know.
doing gangster shit.
If Serenity doesn't come back wearing a pair of Tims, I'm leaving this campaign. I'm leaving.
And a jersey dress.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
A fucking Yankees cat turned backwards or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm done. So, as closing up the shop, and what are y'all doing? Delroy then stomped upstairs.
Yeah, I think Katura will say, so he went upstairs after having a little tantrum. Slammed the office door. I'm not sure if it's worth talking to him about this.
We need an answer for tomorrow. And while the whole idea of unity sounds nice, I don't really feel like Jackson is the best play in the situation.
I have an out of character question. Has Jackson's stance always been about unity, or is this something kind of new?
This is. I don't know how much you'd know about that, honestly. You're in character.
Okay.
I don't think how much you'd really know.
Okay, I was just
he's still relatively new to Philly.
Okay.
But what you could infer is maybe he is, because he did bring the La Sombra into the Camarilla.
Okay.
With, restrictions, but
Yeah, he made them
requirements.
Kill each other to do it, but yeah.
With requirements, but
Unity is a 5-letter word. Anybody can preach it. Doesn't mean that they practice it. And unity with strong stipulations.
And that's my
Not sure if it's
problem
worth
is it's unity under.
It's unity, but his way, or
Right.
no way at all.
And
And
what he said though, everybody bows to somebody.
I bow to no one.
And as that thought comes to your mind,
Fuck off.
you hear the doorbell ring, and Anita walks into the bodega.
Oh no. I have a question.
I'm glad I ate.
I have a question out of character.
Uh-huh.
When Carmen said kill Anita, did she give the last name, or could it just be any person named Anita?
You know what that's meant.
Damn. Trying to find
There's
a
no
loophole.
And when you see her, the compulsion kicks in. The thing that comes to your mind immediately, Katura, is traitor. And traitors must die. And that is what we're going to call this session.
I'm so glad I ate. Because I'd have had a serious problem trying to pop the shadow arms to grab you if I hadn't.
I will be working on a new character this week. Because Anita's gonna kill me. Can I play Portia?
You're gonna miss your date.
I was gonna miss it. I was gonna miss it anyway. Let's be real.
You're gonna miss your date fighting Anita. How are we feeling, y'all? What do you think? How about
Awesome.
that session? I'm sorry, Mike and Mike.
I'm just like, I just rolled that bad roll. It was just like, there's nothing I can do about this. The bestial failure. Just like, it's like, fuck. Delroy can't even die in glory or anything. So I'm like,
At least you didn't grow feathers.
That's important.
Yep, there is that.
I mean, feathers could have worked out, right? No, they would have made a lot of jokes. It would have hurt them.
That would have stuck around
Talons
for a
would have been
while.
Talons would have been dope.
No,
he don't get talents. He get chocobo legs.
But I'm enjoying, like, I'm seeing Delroy's arc. I'm seeing it, and I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad.
But yeah, I'm also working on my new character. I can see what's happening to Delroy.
I also love the sisterhood / camaraderie that's happening between Ari and Katura.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
Ari is absolutely like, well, we're just gonna have to toss you in front now. That's fine.
these last couple of sessions have been bonding.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like bonding over the fact that we're like, you know what?
We could probably do this
Men kind of fucking suck.
we could definitely take care of this shit.
We gotta constantly babysit. What the fuck?
I think it's also with Delroy, just like his philosophy doesn't work, and it hasn't worked since day one of us playing the game. Of Delroy's philosophy, just like, I can figure out a way to just sit in front of my bodega and play checkers, and it's just never going to happen for him.
Short of a massive amount of murder, because I'm pretty sure a massive amount of murder will get you a quiet block where you could just sit and play checkers. But that's also not Delroy's style.
Nope.
It turns out. Where is it?
I mean,
It's not. It's not, because otherwise we wouldn't have all these problems. Would nobody be coming around trying to be Baron because they'd be like, he gonna kill you.
he kills everybody.
No hesitation. He's just gonna rip your head off and go.
You know, I've got some points. I got some XP left over. I think I'm gonna, like, in between this session, next session is gonna be a Rocky montage. I'm gonna put it all in strength and brawl and come back, see what happens.
I don't know if that's gonna help you, Delroy.
Hey, it worked for Rocky in the second movie, and I think the fourth movie.
Yeah, Rocky 5, he got his ass whooped.
And 1, not so great either.
Yeah, even when he won, he didn't look good. I can't wait to talk to Ivy about what I have planned for what Serenity was doing in New York, because that's gonna be a good one.
Ivy, I'm disappointed in you that you got up because you missed the part where you're coming back wearing Tim's. I'm so
Tim's a jersey dress and a backwards
and a-
Yankee cap.
yeah.
Just, to fit in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no. Ari is having Prince, I'm gonna message you probably later because Ari is having some conflicting emotions.
I am
Mm.
absolutely intrigued by it, how you're gonna deal with this whole Prince situation. And being in Elysium at all, because there's gonna be some old faces and some new faces that are gonna show up that are gonna
Oh,
throw
man.
things for a doozy.
Katura's gonna write her name in on the ballot.
And I'm also very interested in what you're gonna do, how you're gonna deal with this blowing off Portia thing.
Listen, first of all, listen, me as a player, I'm like, oh my God, I want this to happen. Katura is like, I didn't like the way she patted Delroy's head. I didn't like the way she used her awe on us just to make a point. Like,
and
you
she's
cute,
friends with
you
Annabelle.
You cute, but I mean, I can get it anywhere that I want to. And also, I don't trust going by myself to go see you.
Yeah, last time you went and saw someone by yourself, how did that work out for you? You about to go jump one of you about to throw hands at your best friend.
We about to find out next week. Y'all tune in.
Tune in to watch Katura fight a Bruja.
I'm gonna
1v1
have
me,
to-
bro. Straight up throwing hands at a Bruja.
So let me tell you about the character I'm thinking about making. I'm playing next. She's also very rich, so don't worry.
Oh my God.
She's
Thank
older than
y'all.
Annabelle.
Wow. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We appreciate y'all being here. Let's let everybody say their piece and sign up for the night. So we will go in reverse order, and we will start with Liz.
I am Liz, Fuzzy Slippers 05, wherever you want to find me. I'm mostly here, obviously, Saturdays for this, and then Wednesdays for our Cyberpunk game, where we do silly shit in Night City. And I have a feeling we're going to be famous soon, because we just did some dope shit at an amusement park. Yeah, and that's about it. That's mostly where you can find me.
Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Fair Bear. Saturdays you can find me here playing Katura Baptiste, and maybe soon a different character. We'll see how it goes.
I swear I'm gonna kill y'all characters, and I still haven't done it yet.
I'm just preparing for the worst. Expect the best, hope for the worst, hope for the best, expect the worst. God. Thursdays, you can find me over on the Greater Restoration Crew channel for our Titan's Grave campaign. And yeah, follow me on Twitter. That's where you'll know what I'm doing.
Mikey Mike.
Mikey Mike, you can find me here on Wednesdays running the Cyberpunk game. Find me here on Saturdays doing that sort of stuff. If you like old-timey music and black people, or black people, you should check out my alter ego, Hubby Jenkins. You'll love it. I love it. And I love you. Thank you.
Aww.
I love you. You
Oh no.
love me.
Oh wow.
We're a happy
Oh wow.
family.
I'm gonna pretend that my shit failed again. Just
whatever. And I am Prince, aka Doubles and Dice around the internet. You can find me here. Same stuff that Ari said, or Liz said. Wednesdays, Saturdays, Cyberpunk, Vampire. You can also catch me on Vancouver by Night on Saturdays as well. That is at 3 p.m. Eastern time. You catch me over at Table Goth on Tuesdays for Hades High, a Monster Hearts campaign. That is at 9 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday nights again. Blah, 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 blah. I think that's all I have going on. You can watch me stream on my own channel, twitch.tv/DumblesandDice. I've been recently playing some Back for Blood. That is going to be ending. So I probably won't be playing too much more of that on stream, but there's more stuff. So keep an eye out. And tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, you didn't say.
It should be our finale for our D&D Act Inc. campaign. If it's not tomorrow, then it will be a little bit bleeding into Jiggle's birthday, which is next, or not birthday, but Streamiversary. Which is next week. But it should be done tomorrow, as long as they don't dick around too much. I can't really help that as a TM. I can try to kick them in the pants, but you know, players do what players do. Such as this crowd here, and Delroy trying to be invisible and, you know, get in on 12 people who are using magical drugs and just thinking he's G shit. So, like, you know, stuff happens.
I know I should have used a flashlight. That's why.
It doesn't matter. One dude flashlighted himself in the face and fucked himself up. I rolled literally on what that damage would do to him. He's not good. He's not good. But yes, we should raid someone.
Yes. Oh, thank you all so much for coming. And thank you so much to all of our mods for hanging out with us tonight.
Night Prophecy is up.
Yeah. Surprisingly, there's several Vampire the Masquerade games going on right now.
Or I should have old boy. Hey, it's never too late, Lethal Kaz.
Listen, I be trying. I be trying with y'all, and then y'all amaze me with y'all ability to fuck
with
up things.
With our terrible rolls.
Also, no, you'll roll great. You'll roll great.
Y'all roll great because your rolls are so bad.
Exactly.
We roll awesome on shit that does not matter.
Absolutely does.
Like, I will have great intelligence checks, and I'm like, okay, this gives us info.
Juice. Let me, before we leave, before we go do this right.
Thank you, and yeah,
I want to thank our mods. I want to thank
the
everybody
mods
who stepped up, volunteered to mod for this channel, my channel, other channels around other communities. Y'all are amazing. For people who don't know, several people of color, myself included, have been getting hate rated from bots all through different communities. And it's been bad. There have been thousands, up to millions of accounts being banned across channels. And while Twitch is not doing a lot about it, communities are gathering together to do something about it. And I want to make sure that you know, I missed this earlier, but y'all are not overlooked. Y'all are amazing. Y'all help communities survive. And we appreciate y'all. So
yeah. Thank you all so much for everybody who's joined us and volunteered to mod for our channel. You guys have just been amazing and done so much work for us already.
Yes, because we don't make money doing this. We don't. We do it because it's fun and we want to be here. And the fact that y'all help us out for free can't be overlooked, and it is absolutely appreciated. And I want to reiterate it. If you are in any channel, be good. If a mod tells you to get your shit right, get your shit right, because they're here just trying to make communities a good place for people to be at. That's it.
They help keep everybody and everything safe.
And if you got some coin and someone throws up a mod link to pay them, throw some coin. If you can afford to pay your mods, pay your mods. Like, do that.
Agreed.
At the very, very minimum, tell them how much you appreciate them. We appreciate y'all. We do.
Yes.
And so we'll be raiding over Night Prophecies. This is a Rolling Deez Raids. We'll see y'all over there. Have a wonderful night. We'll be back next week. Peace.